Hi everybody, Claire here from Rainbow Acrylics. Today is a really good day for two reasons. First reason is that I'm actually in my new studio. It's not finished yet. I haven't got the right desk or table or setup, but look at my storage. So exciting. So all my paints, all my canvases, all my artwork, I've got loads on there. I'll give you a proper tour of the studio when it's all complete. The second reason today is a good day is because of this. I finally managed to buy FLOETROL. I'm from the UK. I use whatever I can get hold of, which is OWATROL, so a UK version. All the big YouTube paint pourers use FLOETROL, so I've managed to get some. It's so difficult to get here without paying an absolute fortune because we have to pay for shipping, we have to pay, I think it's some sort of customs fee, so the prices are just extortionate, so I haven't been able to afford any. So I finally found some reasonably priced, got some. So to celebrate, I'm going to do a Dutch pour with proper FLOETROL, so I'm so excited. I've just picked it's been amazing. I've been able to pick a canvas off my shelf. I've been able to pick some paints. I've got some new paints I'm going to show you, which I've not tried before. I'm going to enjoy it. I'm going to really have fun with this Dutch pour. So let me show you what I've got planned. Right, these are the colours I'm going to use. I just did a paint order and I've got quite a few new colours. So this colour is new to me, I've not used this, turquoise blue by Amsterdam. I've got my first ever bronze, so I've used lots of gold, I've used lots of copper, I have never used bronze and it's gorgeous. It's a real cross, I think, between gold and copper. It's such a rich but warm colour, really beautiful. And then I've bought this. I bought 4 of them actually, different shades. So again, it's an Amsterdam. It's a pearl, this one's a pearl violet. So they seem to do a range of pearl colours. So I'm just trying to focus it better for you. They seem to do a range of pearl colours, but to be honest, they just look white. So it'll be really interesting to see what happens. It's supposed to be that colour there, that violet-y colour. I think the point is that it's white, but it's just got this violet sheen to it. I think it's definitely whiter than I was expecting. You can sort of see, can you see you can sort of see the colour in it there, certainly against that white in the background. So it'd just be really interesting to see. I love pearl white, so basically pearl white with a hint of violet. Sounds good to me. I'm going to use this lovely colour, Rowney System 3 Acrylic Purple. Pebeo Studio Acrylics Paynes Grey, Monte Marte Purple and Amsterdam White. So I'm going to do a white base and then I'm going to use these 6 colours for the Dutch pour design. My canvas here, it's rectangular, it's about a 60 by 40 centimetre. It's not exactly that, but roughly. So let's get started. So I've got my canvas ready. What I've done is put the push pins in the back. I really like these great big push pins because I can get my hands right under the canvas. What I've also done is used a spirit level and I've put that on all 4 edges and in the centre of my canvas just to make sure the canvas is completely flat, which it is. It needs to be completely level. What I'm also going to do, I noticed a slight dip in the corner of this canvas earlier, so what I'm going to do is actually just spray the back with water and just give it a rub round, because what that water does is just tightens the canvas material so that it's much more bouncy, there's no sagging. So it's just slightly damp on the back, and that I'm hoping, it just makes it, yeah, I can't see that, oh maybe it's there, the dip. It just tightens it because I don't want it to sag, because as it dries the colours will move if it's sagging anywhere. Right, so that's done. I'm going to cover my canvas in white. Just to give you an idea of the consistency. I don't know if you can see this or not. It's nice and runny. So the paint ratio that I've used, so this is totally different to my normal paint ratio because it's FLOETROL and not OWATROL. and it's 2 parts FLOETROL to 1 part paint to 3/4 of a part water. So what I did is I used that ratio for all of my paints. I then worked out which paint was thinnest and then watered the others down. So for example, the iridescents are slightly thicker, and also the Paynes grey, interestingly, was much thicker, so I've watered those down. So I'm going to cover the base in white. I'm going to use my spatula just to spread it out. So that's my base covered. I'm just going to torch it just to get rid of all the little air bubbles. I mixed my paint a few hours ago, so most of the air bubbles should have disappeared by themselves, but you'll still get a few just coming up to the surface. If you mix your paint and pour it straight away, there are loads of air bubbles, so I always try and do it in advance. Right, air bubbles burst. And the only problem with white is you see little bits of fluff and dust in it. Right, so my colours. I've really struggled to know what order to put these colours in. I don't know if you can see the order I'm going to use. I've got my Paynes grey first, then I'm going to go with the bronze, then my purple, my Cadbury's purple, then my pearl white, then the other purple, which is a more pinky purple, and then the turquoise on top. I think that's the order I'm going to go. I'm going to start with the Paynes grey just because I like that really dark contrast. I'm going to go in just a sort of wiggly line across the centre. I'm going to start in the centre and end in the centre. So often I go diagonally across, but I'm not going to do that this time. So let's just think this through. Yeah, happy with that. Good. So that's the Paynes grey. Now I'm going to come in with the bronze. I'm going to go for wiggly lines now. Now my purple. Now I'm having to be slightly careful how much paint I'm pouring out here because these paints, because I don't have any more squeeze bottles, I've used them all on with my OWATROL mixes. I don't have any more squeeze bottles, so I'm pouring straight out of my little silicone cups. It works quite well because I can squeeze them and they've got a little lip to pour, but still, I think I'm probably putting on more than I would do normally if it was out of a squeeze bottle. Now the pinky purple. And then last but not least, the turquoise blue colour. Great. Colours down. I'll just move these out of the way. I'm on a really small desk here. I'm normally in my kitchen where it's a nice high worktop, nice and wide, but this is a small desk, so I'm going to get a new desk, or I'm going to use an old dining room table and then try and raise it up because I much prefer standing when I'm painting, whereas today I'm standing part of the time, sitting part of the time because it's quite low, because it's just a normal desk height. Right, let's torch this. And let's blow this out. Right, let's think how I'm going to do it. So I've got two choices. One is I can either just start from one end But I think I might start here and blow up. Wow, wow, wow. So my first thoughts, obviously this is FLOETROL, not OWATROL. FLOETROL is notorious, or seems to be notorious, for cells, and that's what I'm wanting. I'm getting a lot of cells. I'm getting a lot of white coming through, a lot of lacing. The longer I'm leaving it, the more I'm getting. So far I am really happy with this. So I've got some very bold, blunt edges there, which I'm not happy with. I like this one more because it's quite nice and floaty. This one is too round, so I could have used my hairdryer to blow a bit more, but I stop and I think I'm going to blow the rest with my mouth or with a straw, because then I've got a bit more control. It's so pretty. These colours are gorgeous. Right, I'm just going to play around now. Look at the colours. I'm so happy with this. I spent quite a bit of time just blowing a little bit around the edges. What I love in my Dutch pours is this really irregular line. So to start with, I had just a kind of straight but round line, if that makes sense. I don't like that. I like irregular. I like wispy lines. I like it to be more jagged. I think it just looks more natural that way. Let me take you in for a close-up. These cells are amazing. They're very small cells, so I guess using actual FLOETROL, I was hoping for a bit more. I was hoping for some bigger cells, but there is definitely more reaction with the FLOETROL than the OWATROL. Instantly, I got a lot more going on. As soon as I blew it out, there was a lot more interactions with the paint, a lot more cells, a lot more interesting bits and pieces. Look at the colours. Oh, they're just gorgeous. That bronze there is beautiful. It just gives this gorgeous warmth to it. I would say it's more of a lacing effect that the FLOETROL is giving. That line there, through there, that I think is the pearl white. So you can see the colours underneath it, but there's definitely a white line. So it doesn't look very violet-y to me. So I wonder if it just has that very subtle violet tinge. And the same there. Can you see that little splodge there? That's the pearl white over the top as well. I've added a few extra details as well, some little wispy bits. Again, I just felt here as well, and up here, I felt that it was just too white and too, so example here, it was just a straight, smooth line, and I wasn't happy with that. I hope this dries like this, so I'll be back when it's dry. And here it is dry. I've brought it out in the garden just to try and show you how bright and colourful it is. It is just so vibrant. The colours are fab, absolutely love them. I love all of them. The bronze is gorgeous, the purple and the turquoise, I love purple and turquoise together. Really beautiful. So the cells are gorgeous. There are just hundreds of cells. So much detail. I'm really happy with all these little wispy bits. I just think the wispy bits pull it all together really nicely, and I really love the irregular edges. As I said, I spent quite a long time sorting out the edges so that they're not blunt lines. I like the wispiness, the folds. Look at that. Well, all the colours are side by side. Just gorgeous. Really pleased, and I haven't done a white base for quite a while actually. I really like it. It just helps the colours to stand out so much. So really pleased. I'm thinking of doing this same colour combination again, but with maybe the purple on top, not the turquoise, just to see what difference that makes, because turquoise is definitely dominant here, which is fine because I love turquoise, but I would just be very interested to see if we put another colour on top, how it would look. Great, let me know what you think. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you're all having a lovely Sunday. Bye.